For me, building a business was always about brand. It was always about having a North Star and having a brand that people want to be a part of.
Yep.
I always used to ask the question of who cares? It's such an important question in the business world. Who cares about this and why do they care about it? For us, if I look back at our sorbet days, we built the business, our big goal was to be the #1 beauty salon chain in the country, maybe even go globally. But that was the big goal. Until we sat around the table and we thought, who cares if we're a #1 or we're a #2? Our customers don't come to us because we're the #1 beauty salon chain in the country. They come to us because they want to feel happy and special and confident. And so our goal was so egocentric, and we would talk about how we want to be something when in fact it was actually all about the customer at the end of the day. It was all about what did she want? And so we shifted our mindset. We changed the goal, not to be the #1 beauty salon chain in the country, but to make customers feel special, beautiful, and confident. And in doing that, we became the #1. But because we were so clear on our purpose, because we were so clear on what we wanted to do and what we wanted to achieve, it's always, if I think about selling my business now, the first thing I'm going to tell an investor is the brand for me is not the cherry on top, it's the batter. It's the everything. It's the magic in the middle of what happens. And branding and purpose, when you play in your purpose, which Sorbet's purpose was to be, to help people feel special and confident. Joy's purpose is to be practical for moms and magical for kids. That's kind of the sweet spot where we play. When you play in that space, you are much safer than when you start shouting about things like, come to us, we'll give you 2 for 1 special. You can never shout about values of integrity. We have integrity. We drive value. Our products are of good quality. You can't shout about that. Like, you can't own that. You should have good quality, like, as opposed to what? When I look at people's businesses and they say, we've got top quality products, I'm like, as opposed to, average products? Like, that's a given. I assume your products are great because you wouldn't put anything else out there that's average. You have integrity, and you're leading a business that is, everything that you say on all those value systems on your website. Why are you in the world? Like, why do you exist? Why should I care about you? And when you play in that space, that's when you shine. Like, that's where the magic happens. And I think, a company's startup is, you move from that startup stage into that kind of scale business stage. When you ask that big question kind of shifts to, how will I make this work, to how big can I make this without breaking it?
Yep.
But that relies on brand and building that emotional brand moat around your business that you can't touch. You can't play in that space. Like, I own that moat. And I think it is such an important journey to go on. I always tell people when they're looking for funding, you don't say, we're raising 2 million rand. You say, we're raising 2 million rand to get more shoes on feet, to extend our snap sets, and to build a brand that parents love and kids never grow old of. That reason for raising funding and what you're trying to mount, you're trying to raise, is attached. Never separate them. Always come in with the reason of what you're trying to build, that purpose, that brand, of that mindset of why you exist. Because I think, what funders are looking for is a founder with fire. Like, someone that's obsessed with their customer, someone that will stay late and pack the boxes and come in early with fresh ideas. They just want proof of life. Like, they're not looking for perfection. They're not looking for a 100-page pitch deck. They just want that 5-star customer review that they can see. And that little note of, my kid slept in her joys. That's the proof of life that we have, and that's the spark. And then they want a founder that can kind of make that a wildfire, because in the beginning, the founder is the brand.
Yep.
So they're actually investing in you, because you are the brand in the beginning. So for me, brand is 100% at the table.